Montavious Podcast show. We got my boy Matt, my boy Chris, and my boy Jere back in the house once again. Now we're all mic'd up. As we get started, y'all want to got anything to throw out there?
You see how easy it was for me to just get him a mic? We could have been doing that the whole time.
I don't know, dude. Laziness, man.
Dude, I know I bought all this for a reason, you know.
Dude, I have a lot of equipment too. I don't have band equipment, but I got a lot of equipment.
Well,
I think you're full of shit. I think you didn't give him the mic because you didn't want to hear his shit. You just wanted to coerce the conversation.
Well, if you notice,
you know what they say, dumb, and full of Matt.
Well, if you notice, I just handed the mic off so I could play chess and lose dramatically to you. Man, I thought I was in high cotton until I made this move. Like I was super aggressive. And I was like, oh, I just lost, didn't I? Oh, yeah, well.
And he's still holding his dick in his hand.
Yeah, dick and balls. Yeah, right here in my hand.
This is an OnlyFans show now.
Yeah, I think we lost our funding.
Yeah.
Hey, so y'all boys ever been to Florida?
Yes.
Yeah.
Am I the only one here who hasn't been to Florida?
Well, I tell you what.
Probably.
It wasn't until 2020 my first time going.
But you still ain't been to Cali yet either, have you?
No, I haven't.
Oh, well, we got to fix the Florida problem and the California problem and the.
Man, I want to go there. I'm, beach bum at heart.
My thing is I haven't been to southern Florida, so I want to go that way. I've been to the beach, but just not southern Florida.
For a while I was a snow bum, but then that shit is too cold.
Yeah, exactly.
I miss being the beach bum, dude. I had to get out of the snow.
So you should
Shout
know,
out Mammoth.
You should know. When I lived down there for a bit, Pensacola area, and I used to think, well, I don't want to go any further south because of the heat. But the truth is, if you actually get further down you go, like particularly down in the Keys, anywhere in the Keys, Marathon, all the way to Key West, the ocean runs about 62, 61 degrees, something like that. So you have this massive air conditioner around you, and man, Key West might possibly be some of the most beautiful weather in America besides maybe San Diego.
Awesome.
But yeah, you would enjoy it.
Just
and
look
don't
at
be
the
afraid to
property
go in
values.
July. I mean, in the middle of July, Key West can be beautiful.
Beautiful, but what's the temperature like?
That's what I mean.
Yeah?
He's saying like 75
the water,
and sunny.
The water is
the water around it doesn't. 82 is hot there.
Yeah.
It never hardly gets into the 80s. It's usually around 76, 77 because of the water.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. Hemingway had something going. Trust me. He knew.
The old man in the sea.
Yeah, I had a boy. He used to be in the Marine Corps. And he was stationed down there all the time off the boat over there. And he told me it was pretty. Well, I won't say the stories, but he said the partying was pretty good, anyways.
Yeah, but
I love the ocean, but I'm scared of deep water.
Aren't we all kind of scared of deep water?
I swim like a rock right to the bottom.
So
Isn't it kind of human to be scared
it's
of
not
water?
it's not the water that scares me, which it probably should.
Yeah.
Right, the water should be scary enough, right? But it's the murk.
Yeah.
The murkiness.
Yeah.
There's for all I know, there's a big old Leviathan with his mouth open, just like, ready to fight. For all I know, dude. It's totally, I can't see. So, a little sketch.
Yeah, my boy Jack, shout out Jack, love you, buddy. He was kayaking over there in about 6 foot water, and he said a big old shark swam past him while he was on the kayak. He's a 10-foot shark.
Right, bull shark?
Yeah, and he said nobody cared either.
Right, it's normal.
There was no sounding alarm.
It's normal.
Nothing, man.
Yeah.
They were swimming and still. No one really cared. I don't know.
you heard Joe Rogan talk about Florida, right? He's like, Everglades are like Jurassic Park.
Dude, speaking of that, dude, that's so funny that you brought this up because I was watching a clip of him last night, and he's all, you ever seen that fucking clip of the crocodile swimming with a person in its mouth?
No, but
person in his mouth.
I don't doubt
fucking
it.
human being, dude. They're all sitting there watching. Oh, man, they're all got their phones out, and this big old 15-foot croc swim with a human.
Can somebody shoot it?
Wasn't he alive when he's dead? He's dead.
Well, look.
Well, he had
like a He wasn't wearing pants, first of all. But it was
That's
dragging him.
that's the least of his problems,
It was dragging
right?
him by the arm, and he was missing an arm and a foot. And they're saying that they thought it was gang related because some
because the crocodile got his head.
No, well, they said someone fucking chopped someone up, probably chopped off his penis, chopped off his foot, and threw him in the water, and
that is
Hungry Croc just took advantage of it.
That is an
so this
Australian
guy's
thing.
swimming with a butt naked person, and everyone's like, Jesus Christ,
He's
man.
cracking up over there.
Yo, y'all
Was it
laugh,
blood
but
or Crips?
that's a real like Australian gangster move. Like they'll throw body parts in the bay, and knowing that the sharks will just eat them, and then they could just say, "Well, the shark got him." You know? Like,
Now, and they can't really tell because no one's ballsy enough to go get this
Right,
guy
well,
back from that crocodile.
That's hilarious.
You
like
know?
even if you find his arm, what are the odds that the bullet wound is in the arm? You know, and you
Well,
shot him in the
okay.
head, and like that
First, we
crocodile
gotta
just
find out
ripped
who the
him to shreds.
person is. You gotta get his fingerprints off his fingers. I guess.
Well, there ain't no fingers.
No fingers.
No, come on.
Does he have
David.
any tattoos?
Think
Got-
about
I
this.
don't know,
A
man.
15-foot crocodile going by. What do you expect the guy to do? Wait?
He can't swallow the whole human.
on,
You have to
man.
eat him piece by piece.
Right. Well, so that's why it's
That's a
such a
weird
great
subject, but let's
gangster
keep going.
disposal tool. That's why the crocodile it's like made for gangsters, right? You just
Made
what's
for
that movie?
gangsters.
What's
Wait,
that
oh.
movie? Where it's like never trust a man with a pig farm.
It's like Carol Baskin and her husband.
Was that Snatch?
Yeah.
No,
Snatch.
Tiger King. Do you remember Tiger King when it
Yeah, I
was
saw
on
the
Netflix? You
Tiger
didn't see
King.
it?
No, no.
Oh, you
You guys
gotta
ever
see
seen
that,
the
dude.
Tiger King?
No, apparently I have to do homework.
Dude, you
this
have
guy
to
started.
watch that.
This guy started fucking. They say she
Oh,
killed
okay.
her husband and fed him to her tigers.
Yeah.
Because they.
Okay,
they're
so
all
never
their,
trust a chick that has a tiger.
Yeah.
Got
Their
it.
stomachs are really acidic, so they can't. Once you get eaten by one of those things, it's done, man. You're done.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
So this woman fed her husband.
Okay, we don't know. It's not known fact.
Oh.
Her husband went missing, but she did own some tigers.
Is
did
he
own
still
time.
missing?
Yeah, he's still
Still
missing.
missing.
Oh yeah,
The
we know.
tigers are still there.
We know what happened. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Somebody
Is
checked
this
the
rocket
feces.
science we're talking about?
So yeah, you can't prove it because his whole body is gone.
Right,
So,
well, hey.
did the tigers eat good that day? You throw some barbecue sauce on there. And
the whole premise of the show is there's these two
it's
there's
not
two
only
tiger
two.
sanctuaries, but
It's more than, but yeah.
yeah, but there's these two that really beef it with each other. So it's basically this lady Carol Baskin. She's got all these tigers. She does nature whatever. They charge money for people to come see the tigers, and they go on little safaris or whatever.
Like Jane Goodall, but with tigers instead of apes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Anyways,
Sorta.
there's this
Yeah.
other guy. Forget his name. I don't know if you know his name,
They
Lonnie.
call him Tiger King, but I forgot his real name.
He's this flamboyant,
I can just picture him now.
gay,
Is he like?
gay redneck, man.
He got married
So-
to two guys.
Yeah, so
But they weren't gay.
meanwhile, dude, this guy's
They weren't
freaking
gay, but he was.
man.
That's so.
He's
Okay.
all freaking
Hold
Carol Baskin. He's all
Okay.
I'll kill her.
Okay,
I
once
have
you
to watch this. Now.
once you
It's
watch
funny
it, it's
as
like every time you keep sitting there, like it gets crazier and crazier.
Yeah.
Like there's no way this is true.
It can't be
And
real.
they keep interviewing the
all
employees,
real.
dude. And all the
All-
employees are missing teeth.
Yeah, missing
You know what I
arms,
mean?
missing
They're all
teeth.
like, he's all, yeah, I wasn't. He's all, I never was gay my whole life. He's all, but
Until all of a sudden,
he's like, I needed more meth, so, things happen. You know what I mean?
things happen. I got this.
My
mullet.
butt wasn't getting much activity, so I thought I'd introduce it.
I can't believe
Billy
you've never
Bob.
seen this. Dude,
Yeah,
I'm
I
telling
can't believe
you,
I've never seen this
You
either,
have
man.
to watch it, and then we're gonna talk about it next week, dude.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll do the
Yeah.
homework.
Yeah.
And then
In the show,
we'll
he's all,
reconvene.
he's all, do you watch the porn with the small dicks or the big, or the big dicks? And the
Well,
guy's
don't you
all-
think
the
you're just
guy's
a little
all,
bit
well,
gay then?
The guy's all, I guess I watch the big dicks. He's all, well, then you ain't that straight. Let me tell you, buddy.
Didn't he run for president or mayor or something like that? This is the weirdest person.
He's in jail
ever-
now, dude, for trying to kill the other lady.
Yeah.
Trying to kill her.
I'm not shocked at all.
Yeah,
no.
he said they caught him.
He hired a hitman
Yeah.
to try to kill his woman.
Yeah.
I'd love to be in on that sting operation,
yeah.
dude. That'd be hilarious. You heard of
And
who?
I'm telling you, the whole time
You
you
did
watch,
what?
like, this can't be true. This
Right.
can't be true.
You're just too extra, man.
Yeah,
It's
but the
too
whole
extra.
thing is like so real.
Okay.
Dude.
The premise has got me
So
chuckling.
Yeah.
he started running out of money
Of course he did.
to feed all the
course
tigers,
he
man.
did.
They started freaking cannibalizing each other. But either way, like, dude, he started feeding. He's like, well, the meat's bad. He's all, but they sell it for cheap.
But yeah, they used to go. They go to Walmart and dumpster dive for all the old meat, and then feed that to the
feed it
tigers.
Well,
the
just
tigers.
think about the food bill for a tiger.
I know it. That's a lot of money.
Dude, if you were to get him like
And they're
choice
not like
steak,
it- yeah.
even if we got him like the worst like strip steak they got every day,
Yeah,
that's
that's a
still
lot
expensive.
of meat per tiger. You
Yeah.
got like a whole
right?
shitload of
He
them.
also
Well-
got in trouble because he started killing the tigers.
Yeah,
Like
you
every
can
once in
imagine
a while, they wouldn't have enough food to feed all these fucking tigers, so he'd tell Jimbo or whatever
To kill the tiger.
to hey go take a safari out back and shoot her.
Dude, why don't they just like?
And you got these rednecks with no teeth. Yeah, I raised that tiger from a pup, man. I can't believe I had to shoot her, man. I can't believe it.
Dude, you can take enough deer in a season to feed the tiger all winter long. I promise you.
Yeah, but he didn't want to hunt.
Of course he don't. Of course he don't. He's,
Probably could have. You know what I mean?
One deer will feed a
no, you can take
He'll
enough
feed
deer.
a couple of tigers.
Oh, enough deer.
You know?
Yeah, it's gonna take a whole
One
herd
deer
of
probably
them.
feed a couple
But you can
tigers.
take a herd worth of deer in its.
Oh yeah.
Who,
What?
who thinks they want to buy a tiger? He had a,
Mike Tyson.
I don't even think. Did Mike even buy it? I think somebody gave it to him, and they was
Yeah,
like,
I
"Here,
think
take a
so.
picture." They like took his picture, and then they just left the tiger.
That's another thing. That's okay. One of the guys from the sanctuary, he would take like the little.
Those pictures of Mike with his tiger are pretty badass.
Yeah.
Though. They're pretty badass.
So
Mike Tyson slapping his tigers around, dude.
they'll sneak like little baby tigers up into hotel rooms just to take pictures with people, famous people, and like,
As long as they're not flushing alligators down the toilet.
oh my god, that would be scary.
Yeah,
do
they
it.
started. So the tigers start, they start fucking, and they started having all these tiger cubs, and they would use the cubs to do like these children's shows, But when they were done with all these tiger cubs, they started gassing them.
It's just
Swear to God, man.
Y'all have to watch
Too
this.
many
It's
fucking,
just-
too many puppies, dude. Too many tigers.
You think about kids are hard to feed, man.
Next month they'll be guessing the kids.
Yeah, there's too many puppies, man.
That's hilarious.
They're so adorable.
Shoot them.
Well,
I
they're,
got too many kids.
they're so
Take her
adorable
out
for the
back.
photo
You
shoot.
know,
But once
Four
the photo
over the
shoot's over,
allotment.
gas chamber.
Yeah.
Straight to the gas chamber, kid. Right after the photo shoot.
That's hilarious.
As if we weren't going to get fucking demonetized
God.
already.
Yeah. I'm telling you, you gotta watch it. It's the.
Well, what do they do with all these Disney kids that don't pan out?
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
I know, right?
You know,
Shoot all them. No.
surely they got some Zyklon B in the back room. You know,
Or they can just become.
they can't all be. They can't
could
all be
become,
Brittany.
You know, they could become a fake boxer, I guess.
They can't all be Brittany. I'm just saying.
That's hilarious.
Shout out Jake Paul, whoever he is, fake boxer.
Fake boxer.
Yeah.
That wasn't a bad match. I mean,
It's fake. It's not real, Jerry. It's fake, man. There's
Wait.
no way that
Diaz.
come on,
The
man.
you think the Diaz
Yes,
fight was fake?
I think it's fake. They paid him $1 million. He's like, I'm down to lose, kinda.
But that's the
There's
game.
no way
man.
you're knocking out
The game
Tyrone
has always
Woodley,
been that
man.
way.
Tyrone Woodley was one of the greatest champs I've ever seen, man. The welterweight, and for UFC, and all of a sudden this Jake Paul kid off the Disney Channel, he's like, oh man, I don't know where I wouldn't be if it wasn't for boxing, dude. I'd be dead or poor or whatever. I'm like, dude, you were on the Disney Channel, bro.
I
What are you
agree.
talking about?
I agree.
You liar.
He's an abnormality.
He's an actor. You know. He's an actor.
But and his whole spiel is social media.
Right.
But I didn't think that his fight with Diaz was fake.
I think they're all fake.
Well,
Do you think-
hang on, time out, because
His brother boxed Floyd Mayweather.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Oh, and all his fights, they all go to unanimous decision. All of them go to unanimous. Oh, what a big fucking surprise,
Well,
man.
don't get me
he
started
won
on-
by unanimous
Yeah.
decision again? Oh, okay.
At one point, I did think it was all real, but
I don't believe it, man.
at some point, now I'm not saying like the WWE, that's all fake. I'm just saying MMA. At one point, I thought that was all real, but I think it's all fake now.
Well,
They're
I mean,
fighting, yes, but I don't think it's as real as it was when it first started.
Oh, no,
I
I would say that
disagree.
too.
I think MMA is as vicious as it could possibly be.
No, you
Vicious,
got to
but-
see a couple fights where the guy clearly lost, and then he still gets the decision.
So,
That's when you
I
gotta.
could
hey,
argue-
he's way more popular than him. Wonder why he gets the decision? Because everybody wants to see him keep going.
I could argue that it's even more vicious because of the politics and the betting involved. It makes it like, look at the NFL. Like they're not going to talk about all the betting that's going on, but there's betting going on every game, every week, all season long.
Francis Ngannou was waiting for John Jones for about 10 years, man. And as soon as he retires, John Jones ready to make a comeback against not Ngannou, but some other heavyweight that he decided he wants to fight. Come on.
So
man.
as soon as betting is an option, fixing is now an option too. Right? So as soon as betting is an option, fixing the fight is also an option. That's just the way it's always been, dude. That's the way it's always been. Whether it's UFC or NFL or Major League Baseball, as long as there's a fight going on, we can fix it, man. Because people are gonna be betting.
I can't say it's all fake because obviously the punch is real, right?
Yeah.
Punches are real.
I mean, there got to be some point of realism into it, but I think the decision is already made before it even starts.
It could very well be.
Man, I'll never
Unless
or there's 5 different contingencies that we plan for, and any one of those 5 is acceptable, but anything else is not.
Yeah.
Like this could go 5 different ways that we scripted.
Yeah.
No, it's not totally scripted because there's 5 different ways it could go, but the purity of the game kind of compromised here.
Okay, here we go. Questions. What's the most fakest sport? What's the most realist sport?
All right, define realist and fakest.
Okay, real as in, they're doing it because of love of the game versus doing it for money and a paycheck.
I'd say basketball and soccer are pretty up there.
No, not wakeboarding.
Wakeboarding?
Who's doing wakeboarding for the money?
Well, that's
I'll
true.
wait.
That's true.
I was thinking Mount Everest, climbing Mount Everest.
Well, that's another great. Who's climbing Mount Everest
really
for the money?
That for money. I mean,
Nobody.
it costs
Who can
money.
afford to do that? I mean, how
Yeah,
much does
it's
that cost to
expensive.
do that?
So I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
historically,
frightful.
mountain climbing is an elite. Like you take a sabbatical from work or school to go climb a mountain. Like historically speaking, mountain climbing is a upper crust activity.
Yeah.
I can't afford to drop what I'm doing to go set up a base camp in the Himalayas.
Exactly.
No. But is it fucking an extreme, awesome sport? Yeah, it certainly is. And people die all the time.
Yeah.
Just like trying to conquer the
Yeah,
mountain. The mountain don't care, dude.
No.
It really
Joe
don't.
Rogan's got a good bit about it. He's like, these fucking Mount Everest climbers, man. He's like, they're climbing and climbing and climbing. Then all of a sudden, Jere falls over and they're like, man, just fucking leave him, dude. He's gone. It's gone, man. We got to keep going. He's gone.
It's actually true. They leave bodies just on the side of the
Right, and then when they get to the top, and they're like, "Oh, now what?
Yeah,
like,
now
what?
we're here.
Now we're
Now
here.
we don't have Jere.
Jerry's
and
dead.
We got here.
Let's
You
see,
got to plant a flag for him.
we either do or don't need a popsicle on the way down.
But even though, let's say if you make it to the top and make it back down, half your toes are frozen, half your fingers are
Oh yeah,
frozen.
that's a brutal.
So why
sport.
would you even do? I don't know. I don't understand the mind game of that. Climbing a mountain where it's a freezing point and you could just die because you're so cold. I don't get it.
They also need oxygen masks once they get to a certain point.
It's the same thing that
Right.
sends people to ranger school just to prove to myself that I could do it. And what you're gonna get frostbite, and your toes are you're gonna get waterlogged, and your foot might fall off because you haven't been able to change your socks in a week. But you tried to prove something to yourself. You lost 30 pounds, and you made it through. And man, that sucked, didn't it? You don't want to do that again, do you? But you did it.
Okay, same thing with the submarine that went down to go see the Titanic that imploded.
Yeah, well, they all dead, aren't they?
But still, my question is, if I'm a millionaire, that's the last thing on my mind.
Oh, absolutely, dude. I'm going to the pool.
So exactly.
You know what? I can see the bottom of the
Yeah.
pool. And I could have these fine waitresses keep bringing me margaritas.
You send somebody else down, take pictures, and let me see it. I'm not going down there.
Right, send it to my iPod or my iPad. I'll just sit here and scroll through the.
As you're sitting by the pool.
by the pool
with your
You're
feet
in
in the
your
water.
fucking bathrobe.
I've
in
got,
the pool,
got like an old phone, like Hunter Thompson.
There's
for
so
some
many
reason.
things I would not do that people do all the time.
Yeah.
Just being a shark cage diving. I'm like, what the hell? Why would you do that?
Did you watch the Wild Boys episode, the Shark Week Wild Boys episode? And they were like, all right, well, we can't tell the production staff what we're planning to do. As soon as we see a giant great white, we're jumping in the water, no cage.
Really?
So yeah, that was the whole thing. Like Chris Pontius and Steve-O, of course they're gonna get in without the cage. It's like all your insurance that you've been paying for this whole time, just forget about it. Just forget about it.
Those
This
guys are
policy-
crazy.
Yeah, but you know,
they're making money on
Steve-O's like,
so
dude,
crazy.
how about I put a piece of meat in my ass
and then jump in
and let one of these sharks eat it out of my butthole?
Who thinks of stupid stuff like that?
And now he's selling squatty potties from his own house with a microphone just like this. He's just like, check out my new bidet, dude. Beautiful, dude. Beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah, he
that's
told them,
hilarious.
huh?
He showed them. Like, yeah, dude went to like clown college, and you can tell.
Yeah.
You know.
There's just so much stuff out there that people do. I just don't understand.
I mean, why do homeless people trade shirts? They're all dirty. I mean,
At
whether
least
you
they're
like the Grateful Dead or Led Zeppelin,
At
it's
least
still a
they're
dirty
Cali
shirt.
homeless, you know.
Yeah.
At least Cali homeless can take a shower on the beach, you know.
But they don't.
But well, it depends on.
Well,
who
it's the more dirty you look, the more you look like you need some money and somebody to give it to you. I guess so.
I mean, it's.
Okay.
I can't submerge
I mean,
myself.
It don't make
has
sense,
to be
but
their
I've
mind
tried to
thought.
put myself in the victim mentality, but I can't. I can't do it. I've tried. Like, okay, well, if people feel if I look shitty, and people are more likely to give me. No, if I look impeccable, look like I can handle money, people are more inclined to give me money, right? Like if I look good in this suit, you are much more likely to give me a check, aren't you? Right?
Give you a loan.
Or a loan, something. But dude, if you can see through my pants, are you
Yeah.
gonna give me some money? No.
dude, my whole thing is like, why does the dog look so homeless?
Oh.
I got this little scrappy dog.
Well, that's the two things I
I'm
hate.
like, why does? I'm like, I get you're homeless, but why does the dog gotta be homeless too, man? Like he's dirty, you know?
Man,
Like
there's a
how
pr-
did he get so dirty?
There's a Primus song playing in my head right now.
Oh
I
my
wish I could
God.
just like play it for you guys right now, but some other time
Yeah,
we'll
I
set
don't
it up like
understand
that.
when a homeless person has a cell phone and a dog.
Well, you know, the Obama phones were a real thing.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And, like, there was no child left behind, and there was the Obama phones right after, right? Well, the children
You
got left behind in the one administration, and then they got all these cheap phones, and then they're still left behind.
Yeah.
Way lost.
I guess they can have a phone just if you see them on a phone as you're getting off an exit and you know holding up a sign. It seems like weird. Why would I give you money? You already have a cell phone.
So I gave this dude a jug of water at the stoplight the other day, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Am I proud of myself? No. Yeah, I am. Yeah. Because guess what I want? Guess what I'd want if I was sitting on that corner?
Yeah.
A jug of water,
There
man.
you
That's
go.
exactly what I
Water's
want.
cool. Now, see, I've also offered to buy food for you. I'm not going to give you money, but I'll go buy you
So
some
that
food.
brings me to this story that I just heard last week. Shout
That's-
out
that's
my
too
boy
much effort,
Sean
man.
Deasy. Love you, buddy. He tells me he's hungry, right? So he's going to get a fucking cheap pizza at Little Caesars.
Right.
So
As
he's
one
walking
does.
up to Little Caesars, and there's this black, young, youth homeless guy out there. He's probably like, 19, whatever years old, dirty, all that. He's homeless. So the guy asks him, he goes, "Hey, man, could I get some money? I'm hungry. I want to buy some food." So he goes, "Nah, man, I don't have any cash on me. My bad." So
I'll give you some pizza,
yeah,
though.
no, he doesn't even say that. He goes in to the thing and he buys a whole pizza, and he starts thinking to himself, "Well, I'm not gonna eat this whole fucking. I don't need this whole pizza." So he goes back outside and he tells the guy, he's like, "Hey, man, I just got this pizza. You want to eat this pizza with me? I'll give you half of it, man, if you're hungry."
Nope.
And the guy goes, "Sure, I guess, whatever."
Well,
he
well,
goes,
then never
"All right."
mind then,
And he,
dude.
Yeah, he tries to give
Well,
him.
and I'll keep my pizza
He's like, "You
myself.
just eat this pizza with me. I'll eat it right here next to my car, man. Here's, I'll give you half." And the guy takes one slice and he goes, "You know what, man? I'm good. That's all I needed. Thanks, though." Walks away. And I'm like, you know what he really wanted, dude? He wanted you to give him $5. Probably the 10th time someone's gave him $5 today, dude, so he can buy whatever the fucking blues or the crack or whatever the fuck he wants to buy. You don't want no pizza, dude.
That's
It's just
hilarious.
it's all a lie.
No, he wants those Roxy 30s, man.
Mm-hmm.
Roxy does.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a sign yesterday. First time I saw this is pretty remarkable.
Dude, what do you mean, bro?
Guy's sitting down on a 5-gallon bucket and he's holding up the sign, and the first words are, "Not dangerous." I swear to God, I go, wow, are people actually having to tell people they're not dangerous?
Because people are scared of everything.
Dude, if you're holding up a sign that says "not dangerous," I'm
That's
like,
the
dude,
person's
are
dangerous.
you dangerous? Like, why do you gotta
I
tell
know.
me that?
I know, man.
It's like, oh,
I had to look at it 2 or 3
I'm not a
times.
rapist, guys. I'm not a rapist.
Now I'm wondering. I'm wondering a little bit more now.
Now, who said that?
What's scary is I gave him something, and I don't remember what I gave him. I had something in the car I gave him. It wasn't money, but it was some beef jerky, I think. I gave him some beef jerky.
Dude, that's perfect, man. That'll keep him on his feet.
Yeah, I gave him some beef jerky.
So I told you about the one dude I saw, right on the corner by Trinity and the interstate. It's you know that corner. There's a dude sitting there on a bucket. His baby mama's like drying clothes on the chain link fence by the gas station. They got like 3 kids running around.
Oh my God!
And dude is like, he is 2 feet. He is 2 feet away from traffic, sitting on a white 5-gallon bucket. Just had this look on his face. Where?
That's crazy.
I went left somewhere, man, and I don't know what to do about it now. Like, he just had this look. Just
see, my thing is, if a wife and kids are involved, you got to do something.
you got to do something, and he's sitting there on this bucket like
Besides
this.
sitting on a
And
bucket,
his woman's like hanging clothes on the chain link fence. There's three whole children just running around on the side of the street, man. It's a busy intersection too.
You know, Chris said this to me like a couple weeks ago, man. It's sticking with me. He's like, dude, your fucking daughter's hungry. Fucking cut your foot off and feed it to her. I don't know what to tell you. Like, do what you gotta do, man. Stop buying drugs, man. Like, your daughter's hungry, like she gotta eat.
yeah, I've never had an addictive personality that I have to have, drugs or. I mean, I drink every once in a while, but I don't have to drink every day. I don't have to do drugs every day. I've done them all before, but it's not a everyday usage. But there's some people that get hooked on whatever, man.
Well,
they can't let it go.
there's work that has to be done before we can have fun,
Yeah.
and then we can have fun like once our work is done.
I'm not talking bad about anybody, but man, it's just some people it hits them hard.
Yeah.
Just statistically, there's supposed to be about 30% of of the world's population that have addictive personalities. So 5 or plus, 10 or plus, but still, that's a lot of people with addictive personalities.
Right.
I'm addicted to making podcasts.
Well, yeah.
Not a
There
bad
you go.
gig. Not bad at all, man.
There you go.
Well,
To me, it's all about the art of conversation. I just like to talk to people. You never know people until you sit down and talk to them.
That's right.
I've talked to you so many times. So many stories you've just shared with me. And I'm like, okay, this guy's pretty cool.
I feel the same way. Like, he and I have had so many in-depth talks. I wish the camera was rolling already, because then we wouldn't have to do it again. Because that's what we're doing right now is what we usually do here, except maybe we'll be playing guitars too. Or playing Xbox or something. This is what we normally do.
I like those videos, dude, where the guy goes up to all the prostitutes on the street. And they're all, what you want, man? Anything you want, $20. He's all like, hey, can you wash my car? They're all, fuck you, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. He's like, you said anything? Damn, man. Like,
Anything but work.
Yeah.
We'll do anything but work.
Like, dude,
We'll do anything but work.
you need $20 and I got a dirty car. What's up? You know what I mean?
You
That's
talk
hilarious.
about my storytelling. My son said this the other day.
Which one is this one?
JD.
Okay.
He said, "You're a good storyteller, Dad. It's something I've always admired about you. You're a good writer, too, although your grammar and spelling could use some help. Embrace the past and look forward to the future."
There you go. That's awesome.
That was kind of cool,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah. That's my son, JD.
That's hilarious.
Well, that's why also we all need an editor, right? Before we release anything, we need 2 keys to fire the missiles.
Yeah.
Whether it's social media or a song or a podcast, it should take at least 2 of us before we put it out there.
Well, it's always good to look forward to something, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody likes living in the past. I mean, we're all guilty of it. We like, storytelling is almost like living in the past. But at some point, you got to start living in the future, or at least the present.
That's what I say. Look for the future, not the past. I mean, you learn from the past, but
Right.
definitely look for the future. Because there ain't ain't nothing in the past for you. So look to the future.
Sure.
I'm really hoping the Titans get the new stadium right this time.
Don't
So what
hold
do y'all
your breath.
think about the new stadium supposed to be here? First of all, where is it going?
So I think we need.
Exactly.
It's
never
right
been
there
to
where
that
the TA trucking place used to be.
Oh, really? It's going right there?
On the other side,
yeah,
yes.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think-
Right on the other side
I think
of
we need
Jefferson
to
Street.
ruffle some feathers and talk about the old stadium and why they need a new one. And they ain't going to mention to the people of the city why they need a new one, are they?
It's all about money.
Well,
it's not just all about money.
It's
but
not
it
just
is.
all about money.
It's how do we save our own butts from the money we already
What's
wasted.
wrong with the old stadium?
That's that.
Okay, hold on.
What was bad about it? I don't
It was a
understand.
snowball. It was a proverbial snowball. There was water in the basement. There's always been water down by the ramp, and it was because of the construction process wasn't adhered to properly.
Okay.
And
So who's getting fired over that, though?
well, they tried to remedy it with emulsions and different things. It was the water stop at the base and the foundation. It was not properly welded at the vertical walls, and that's exactly what happened. And that's why there's water in the bottom of the Titan Stadium. But nobody wants to talk about that and how it happened. And now we're going to build another one, and I'm really curious to know if history's going to repeat itself.
Well, if it's a covered dome, not really a dome, but a covered top, it's a roof, I guess no rain can get in there to get to the bottom.
The rain comes up from the river. The pressure of the Cumberland River forces water through the structures of the earth. The Cumberland River runs at an elevation of about 358 feet. That's kind of the average, 356, 354, right around there. The Titan Stadium started at 326, I believe, 326 foot of elevation. So the Titan Stadium was already below the Cumberland River. So what happens is the water, if there is a break anywhere in that concrete structure, water is going to find it, and it did, and it's been a problem since day one.
That's crazy.
You heard about that first.
Yeah.
Here.
Breaking news right here on the Monty Hicks podcast.
Hey.
It ain't all about bringing more money to the city and we need a better facility. Yeah, we do need a better facility. Yeah, we do want to bring money to the city. But the reason we want a new stadium is because the old one's crumbling.
I didn't know that.
Every
know that
large
either.
project has a set of drawings that go with the building. They're called
And you won't hear it.
as-builts.
Yeah.
On the news.
And these as-builts can be amazing because they're every time a notation, whatever is done to this set of drawings. If you were to get me the as-builts for the Titan Stadium, I could go to the page and the detail in less than 2 minutes and show you exactly why there's water seeping into the Titan Stadium.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I have a friend of mine that she's a structural engineer, so she builds a lot of buildings and stuff like that.
This is right up her alley then.
So she said I told her about the new stadium going up, and she said she looked it up some type of directory.
Right.
The people who are going to design it are in Atlanta. It's not even here in Nashville.
Right. I'm not surprised.
Do we know the name of the firm?
She knows it, but I don't know it.
Okay.
So she told me I just went in one.
And
ear and
we
out
don't
the
want
other.
to I don't want to say anything about
Yeah.
firm I don't know anything about. I just want to do our diligence here.
Yeah.
They build these things. They make these absolute monuments to themselves. That's not the problem. The problem is always in the construction process. That's where there's injuries. That's where there's just all the shit happens during the construction process. And you really have to have people that are exceptionally knowledgeable to make sure that mistakes aren't made, particularly in quality control.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
It's very interesting. It's like a chess game.
Yeah.
Exactly like a chess game. You've got 20, 25, 30 subcontractors, and they have to be doing this and that and not in each other's hair. And it's a superintendent's job to make sure.
And even if you figured all that, it might rain for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Man, don't talk to me about rain. Woo! The weather.
Right.
Mother Nature.
Yeah.
question.
What's your favorite season of the year?
Fall.
Fall? Everybody loves fall. I'm a spring man.
I'm
I
a
like
spring
it.
man too.
I like it when it starts to get warm.
Yep, I do too.
So, yeah. Nobody.
Because I know not only is it going to be spring, but then I've got a whole summer of skiing, of playing. It's a different kind of playground in the summer than it is in the winter.
Yeah.
See, yeah, I mean, all I know is like come September, it's much more comfortable and fun to be outside around here because just the bugs are down, the heat is down, the jungle is receding a little bit.
I agree.
And then by November, the air smells cleaner. Everything's just right.
Valid point.
I'm telling you, you said how long you been in from Chicago that you live here?
30 years.
30 years.
Yeah.
I remember when I first moved here that we got snow on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we've had.
And we now get maybe snow 3 times a year,
If
4 times a year.
If
That will stay on the ground. I'm not talking about flurries.
Well, there's
So
no
I'm like,
question.
Yeah.
There's a change of climate. I'm just not convinced that it's all due to
Man-made.
aerosol cans or my smoking a cigar or the cows farting in the fucking pasture. Seriously. I mean
But see, okay, even if that's the case, it's a small percentage.
it's such a small percentage. There, if you look at the 100,000 year, 200,000 million year patterns, you'll see that the Earth it goes through these cycles, and they're warming and cooling cycles. It's very simple, and we're happen to be in a warming cycle right now.
And just because the temperature's going up doesn't mean we did it. Like I feel it's such an egotistical argument that humans are so powerful we can change the climate on accident. No, dude, don't. You're so full of yourself. Stop it. If the climate wanted us gone, it would destroy us. If Mother Nature wanted you to stop what you're doing, you would. I promise.
I'll believe it when it starts summertime in Russia. You know what I mean? When they're walking around Russian in bikinis, dude, in the woods, then I'll believe it.
That's hilarious.
Now, there are things that we're doing and screwing up royally. Like, there's whole native bee populations that are just totally, like, AWOL, and nobody can figure out why. Well, maybe we did something, maybe we didn't. Maybe we aren't in control of anything. How about that? That's what I'm more inclined to believe. And the more people try to tell me they are in control of things, I'm more suspicious.
Yeah.
Even more suspicious. You're in charge of what now? No, you're not. Stop it.
Do y'all think there's aliens here?
Could be.
They said yesterday that there was an invasive hornet, the first one found in America. And if you think about what the hogs have done, the proliferation of, I mean,
the bamboo, just the bamboo.
Is it possible? Yeah.
Just
look
at
at the snakes down in the Everglade, and now they're talking about this hornet that could be actually pretty wicked.
We have a real bamboo problem in Tennessee, actually. I'm sure there's other states that have this problem, too, because bamboo is as invasive as a weed can get. And the only way to get rid of bamboo is napalm.
Napalm?
Yeah, man, you can't cut it down. You cut it down, it grows back twice as thick.
The only place I've ever seen bamboo grow is at the Nashville Zoo.
Well, and it's taken over.
They used to have a bunch of
takes
bamboo.
over.
Everyone had bamboo in California.
And Cheekwood.
Wherever you introduce bamboo, it will destroy the entire rest of the forest and supplant it with more bamboo.
Really?
Yeah, all these pandas are fucking.
And the more you cut it, the more you cut it, the thicker it gets.
There's all this invasive bamboo growing wild, but all the pandas are dying out.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's funny how that works. Isn't it? We can't keep the bamboo in check, but the pandas won't screw to fucking, for a cookie.
They don't have enough bamboo. I'm like, yeah, because it's all over here, man.
Right.
Fucking growing like crazy, dude. Put those pandas on a freaking ship, man. I don't know.
Dude, it's all, like Jimbo next door trying to cut it with his weed eater, and not enough for the pandas to eat. Dude, everything Japanese is invasive. I'm telling you. The beetles, the Japanese beetles, they'll eat your whole crop and then just leave carcasses of themselves all over. I'm so glad you ate all my plants, and now you're just gonna die? Like, bro, you Japanese beetles.
Oh, that's hilarious. But yeah, aliens.
AT aliens.
AT aliens?
Talking about Outcast for a little
Where's
while.
my Braves hat? Put that on again.
Throw your hands in the air. wave them like you just don't care.
Here's what I think funny about the aliens. When man reached the moon, the first thing we did is plant a flag.
Right.
How come the aliens are not like trying to claim the Earth? Oh, they want to hide behind clouds or hide. They're not trying to be known. Why
So
are they
it's
hiding?
like, so if I'm observing the hood from outside of it, do I want to like show up and just like plant my flag and like stake my claim? Do I want to like own the barbershop down here? Do I really want to? Like
I'm not saying the barber shop. I'm just saying in general. You land.
Is Earth a barbershop now?
I don't know, like,
You land in the forest. All right.
I tell you
this
what,
area right here is mine.
Say I'm like Admiral Klon, right, of the Space Armada or whatever, and we find this planet full of these monkeys. Man, I'm gonna quarantine this whole planet and make sure that these violent, hyper-aggressive idiots don't get out.
But still, you would claim something to be your own.
No, I would just blockade the whole planet and just watch them.
That's what the government's telling us.
Put yourself in a glass
They're
house.
not telling us that we're off limits to space.
No, yeah. It's
they
like
kicked us out of the Armada years ago.
The intergalactic community all like ruled on this. Like they voted in the intergalactic Congress or whatever. Like these humans, dude. Like no, they need to stay where they're at.
When you drive by, roll your windows up.
Right. Oh yeah. When you pull up at this gas station, you lock the doors. All right.
They're like, dude, they do genocide? Oh, I don't know about that, dude. You might as well just keep them on the rock.
That's hilarious.
It's not just that they do genocide. They do genocide in like the most expensive ways possible, just because they're cruel.
That's hilarious.
Humans,
That's true.
Humans
Did y'all
are the
see
worst.
Oppenheimer?
I haven't. I've been waiting to,
dude.
because that's right up my alley. I'm a history nerd, dude. I've been waiting. And
It's
I'm a big Cillian Murphy fan. He's good. He's a really good actor. I don't know if it's right to have an Irish actor play Oppenheimer, but you know what? He's good.
But forget where he's from, but he played the part very good.
He plays every part. Really.
Yeah.
Like he's I don't know if he's a true method actor, but when he's in character, you're talking to a different person.
Yeah.
Like he's really in character. It's impressive.
Interesting indeed.
Like the Peaky Blinders, like we all bought that Tommy Shelby character.
Oh yeah.
We all bought Tommy Shelby. Like Shelby is the man. Like we bought that character.
So who do you guys think the biggest gang is?
Police.
Defense Department.
Good answer.
Police?
Good answer.
Defense Department.
Okay.
I'm talking like between MS-13 cartels. And then
dude, those are wannabes, dude. They ain't
and then you got the Bloods and the Crips or whatever, man. Who you think is the most nasty out there? And I'm talking about Irish mob or whatever you want to say.
That's anything that the Italians or Mexicans, I don't know. They have the tightest.
See, but nasty isn't like they have rules.
Yeah.
Nasty isn't the word that comes to mind when we talk about them.
Clumsy, dude. Most of you.
Clumsiness aside, but like then there's nasty. All right, Al Qaeda in Iraq. That was nasty. Nasty. They talk about torturing people with power tools. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, Al Qaeda in Iraq. That's a nasty gang. That's just makes MS-13 look like children.
Well, you guys have seen
just
Scarface,
my opinion.
Right?
Oh yeah. Well, I think that's it on this one.
Yeah, that's a super dark turn we just took.
I know it, right? We gotta keep going that way.
I guess we need to do another episode tonight.
Hey, man, we're talking crocodiles, tigers, homelessness, football stadiums, aliens, and freaking gangsters.
Right. Somehow we got to like fundamentalist gangster Islam. All right.
We got to come up with a list of stuff we're gonna keep talking about.
Or the fact that we don't have a list just sends us off.
There's random stuff you want to
strange directions.
I think all I got to say is check 213 Montavious Podcast is the place to be.
Right, man.
Yes.
We got the scoop on that new stadium, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody got to subscribe and invite your friends and everybody else to watch. There you go.
Hey, all you AT aliens.
AT aliens? Hey, welcome, man. Welcome. Love the
We're
ATL.
just up here, buddy.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah,
that's
right next door, man.
Shout-outs.
Catch y'all later.
You had a list of shout-outs you're going to say. You didn't
Hey, shout out to my boy Jack. Shout out to my boy Ray. Shout out to my boy Gasson. I love y'all, dude. I'll check you guys next time.
Awesome. You okay, Jere, over there?
Shout out to Tristan being home.
Amen, bro. Amen.
Amen.